let's take a look at our top selections for Dan Illman, Mike Beer kicking off the 20-cent Empire 6 at Belmont Park on Saturday with race number 5. Let's throw up the field for the Grade 2 Gallant Bloom Handicap. Fillies and mares going 6.5 furlongs. 6 entered. We expect the 1 Bronx Beauty to scratch and run at Pimlico on Saturday. I know, Mike, you're not a fan of the big morning line favorite, the 4 Frank's Rockette. I wonder if you're less of a fan that she's 1-2.
You're right. I haven't been a big fan of hers, Dan. Most of that is because, you know me, I hold grudges. You don't pay me back all the loans that I give you. I hold the grudge. And you know, when she lost that spin away last year, a race that I still can't believe that she lost. It just made me feel like, you know what, maybe she's not that good. Obviously it's all about, you know, the races you're running in though. And she looks like basically a standout in this race based on form and based on the expected pace of the race.
Perfect segue, Mike, into the Timeform US Pace Projector. Frank's Rockette is Chicklet number 4. You notice the blue bar, which in Timeform US parlance indicates that it favors horses on or near the early lead. Well, she's going to be on or near the early lead. And lots of times when the best horse gets the best trip, the best horse goes to the winner's circle and gets the trophy. The 2 Royal Charlotte is in here, and she was beaten by Bronx Beauty last time out in this race, the Regret at Monmouth. And I wonder if Royal Charlotte just hasn't come back as good this year at 4 as she was at 3. She's on the outside. Bronx Beauty got the jump on her. I thought she had every chance in the stretch, but she's just kind of one-paced here. I mean, this was a filly that won the Prioress and the Victory Ride last year and looked like she was going to be okay.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, she really hasn't run that well in any of her 3 starts so far this year. So we'll see if she can find a way back. I mean, she did make a wide run at that race last time, was pretty easily turned away by Bronx Beauty and then just held on for a second. I don't know. I didn't think she ran that well. Out of that race, I was actually more interested in Bronx Beauty, but it sounds like she's not going to run here.
Bertranda is the number 3. And I guess the angle for Bertranda is this. Orlando Noda is on fire. Everything he's sending out is running. He claimed this horse for $40,000 last time out after she was up close to a fast pace in a state-bred race that produced 2 next out winners. But let's be honest, it looks like they're taking a shot here. She does have a little bit of speed.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if she's good enough to beat this field. I mean, I guess, you know, going back to the beginning of the Saratoga meet, the idea has sort of been, don't worry about what the PPs say when this trainer sends a horse out there because it doesn't translate to the track. They've just been running way better than they look on paper. Maybe Bertranda will do that, but I still can't see her beating this field.
Frank's Rockette completed the hat trick last time out in this year's edition of the Prioress. We'll watch it right now, and there was not a lot of pace on. She takes the lead from the overmatched Mid-Atlantic Invader, Hello Beautiful, and she's going to keep on going over an honest filly in Reagan's Edge. She earns a 97 Beyer speed figure, and I think you're right, Mike, in that really nothing she does wows you on the racetrack, but her speed just gives her a great advantage, and she seems to keep catching these good fields.
Yeah, just in the right spot again. I mean, I felt like maybe in the Victory Ride and the Prioress, she wasn't facing, you know, the strongest fields in the world. This might be a weaker field than those 2, Dan. She's probably going to make the lead in this race. I will say that, you know, maybe if you wanted to nitpick, you could say she's probably at her best at a flat 6 furlongs. And so maybe every step they go beyond that works against her, but she just sort of towers over this field on form right now.
She'll also be facing older horses for the first time. One of them, the number 5, Honor Way, is a Hickory 11-time winner trained by the underrated Charlie Baker. Let's watch Honor Way's most recent race at Parks. Now, again, it's an optional claiming race, and she fell far, far back off of a fast pace. We see the leader tiring very badly right now. She's on the far outside. She's going to get up for second in here in a race where the pace fell apart. It's just going to be, in all likelihood, a completely different pace situation for her this time around.
Right. I mean, you know, we'll see what kind of trip she can get in here. She's one of those mares. She's really good, actually. She shows up and she runs every time, and she loves this distance. She doesn't really strike you as a graded stakes kind of horse necessarily, but when she's good, she's very good. Her win at Saratoga 2-back was a really strong performance. I thought if you're going to take a shot against the favorite, she was probably the horse to do it with. You know, I'm always picking against Frank's Rockette. Maybe I should have put this horse on top, but I put her second. I would like to use this horse somewhere.
Pacific Gale, the number 6, hasn't won in a long, long time, but just when it thought she was going completely off form, she ran 3 pretty nice races over the spring and into the summer. And I think you can forgive her race in the Honorable Miss Mike. I mean, Come Dancing is one of the better older filly and mare sprinters in the country. She returned to form that day. Ladies Honor, the runner-up, Ladies Island is a very, very fast horse. Pacific Gale, I think you could argue, is getting class relief here.
She is. I would certainly give her a pass for the last one. She was just in over her head. I have more trouble giving her a pass for the race 2 back. I know she ran a decent figure, but I don't know how she didn't win that race. She was ever going to win another race. She was supposed to win that race where the winner had real trouble in the stretch there and still came and ran her down. I'm not much of a fan of this horse, Dan, but you can use her underneath.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Grade 2 Gallant Bloom Handicap, and look at this. I like the fact that you're able to put your grudge aside and you're going with Frank's Rockette on top. If she loses at something like 1-5, I don't want to be standing next to you.
Yeah, it'll be all over. I'm only using 4 and 5 in this race, Dan. You know, I had to hold my nose a little bit, but I put Frank's Rockette on top.
Frank's Rockette, my pick as well. 4-5-6-2 for me, 4-5-1-2 for Mike. It's the Gallant Bloom. We kick off the Empire 6 on Saturday with a prep race for the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. Best of luck.